It's Jay here. Up a little late. Got ourselves into a micro trade. In just a second here. Alright, I'm back. So as I was saying, got myself into a couple of MES trades. So this is a Top Step account. I guess I'll take this time to tell you guys all about my Top Step experience. It's been a while since I did an update. So you guys remember I made a video way back when, maybe 3 months ago, about how I passed step 2 of the combine on Top Step for a 150K account, which means I had made $9,000 twice, and made it to a funded account level. Let me tell you what happens when you get to this level. You have to then go on to make another $5,000 in simulated money. And once you've done that, you get a real account with a $5,000 drawdown. So it's almost like, well, it's not almost like, it is. It's a step 3. So it's not, 2 steps account. It's really 3-step account. Now you can say, well, the 5,000 is real because you get to use it later on, so you should just be trading it like it's, regular. But I mean, you should do that anyway. You know what I mean? You should be doing the whole combine like it's real money. But it's just aggravating that they don't say in the advertisements, oh, you pass these 2 steps and then we'll make you trade again for fake money to get a real account. Because once you make that $5,000, you can't withdraw it. You can't take half of it out or whatever. It goes right into your bank as part of your drawdown money. So it's interesting. It's kind of frustrating though. So this is a new one here. I passed that last one, and then I had the account for like a week and I blew it up. So it was like more than a week. It was like maybe 2 or 3. But Didn't go well. So I kind of traded my own money for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for a challenge. Let's do the combine again. So I did it again, and I recently passed it, and this is a step 3 on that account right here. So yesterday, which was Monday, I guess today still, the 27th, I didn't have such a good day. I lost like 560. I was up 200 at one point, but I started trading the mini. I like to start out trading the micro to get kind of like a cushion, and then when I see a really good setup, I'll trade the mini so that I can get the most, bang for my buck. But sometimes it moves against me, and what the little cushion does is it keeps me from, freaking out because I know I have a win from the, earlier in the day. So, something that's changed since I last traded live or showed a video is these boxes here. I use these 3 boxes for preset stop losses and take profits, and I have them saved in the template, so I could turn this into a 15, or I could turn this into a 10. So I just have them queued up on here. I should probably check these. Let's see what this is. Coordinates. Yeah, that's 20 still. What is this one here? That's still 15. Oh, it's a little bit off. So what is it? 15 would be 11, 25. That's what 15 would be. Yep. And then this one here at 10. This one's at 9.5, so that's 10. Anyway, I have them queued up just for quick references. I don't like putting these damn things all over the chart. I don't like that. Just my preference. It's just too much going on. This looks like a lot going on, but it's really not. So it's very easy for me to track what my loss is. Let me show you this other thing that I made over here. If you guys ever want any of my tools that I use available, so you don't have to do the spreadsheet or whatever, just let me know. I'll put them in the link. I always think, I make my own spreadsheets and things, so I take it that I always feel like most people do or should. But some people, they don't want to. They just want to use what they see. So this is a 10. So this is how much I'm gonna wager for the day here. In this box here, I put it in. I put $9.92 instead of $1,000 because I'll probably spend $8 in commissions along the way. So $9.92. This is how many 10-point trades I can take. This is how many 15-point trades. This is how many 20-point trades. So this is where I am for the day already. I'm actually here because I haven't lost this, and this is actually in profit. So I could probably minus one of these here in a second, and that would even take me back to 200 for the day. But I'm going to add on, and I'm going to move my stop loss to break even on here when I add on to this. Okay. But this allows me to, so let's say for instance I'm going to do some trading, and I'm going to do 300. I'm going to do a 300 point risk. Well, I know I have $300 to risk, which is $65 micro points. So if I'm going to do a 15-point stop, I put in one of those, and that's how much I've risked. If I want to take that off, do a 10-point stop. If I want to wait 10 points and do a 10-point stop, that's where I'm at. Or if I just want to do, have the one on there, say I have one that I'm holding down, and I'm going to do a 20-point stop on it. But 10 points down, I'm going to add to it if it drops there and gives me what I think is a better price. I'm going to add to it. Hey Raja, what's up? I'm going to add to it here and get a 10-point stop. So if it takes out the contract that I had and this one, I'll be down 150. Okay, and I'll still have 30 points to play with. So it's just something that I use. It's always off to the side. It just tells me, you know, where I'm at as far as contracts. So today I lost a 20. I lost a 15. I lost two 15s. So I lost a 20. And then I bought, I sold it at the loss of 20. I let it fall 5 points or 10 points, and then I bought it back at, and then I lost 15, and then I lost 15 again. So this is where we're at right now. Should be at minus 200. But I'm gonna add on here, and then I'm gonna move this stop for this contract above here. And I'm only gonna risk 10 with each of these. So if I lose this, after I add this on, it'll be like just losing it once. But let's see. This should be closer to the stop than this. Let's make sure this is still 10 points. 30, okay, that's 10 points. I just feel like it should be more. How's your trading going for you, Roger? Are you navigating the markets well? No, you're gonna have to poke above that for me. And poke right above that. So this stop hasn't stayed, or this stop hasn't been moved. It's still a 15-point stop. You see that from here to here. 15-point stop on this contract. It's been going so far. Yeah, it's been overall good. I've been right about damn near every little gyration, every little move. The problem is I've sold too soon, so I've had to get back in, and had I just held, I'd be, you know how it is. So, I'll get in on something and get 6 points out of it, and I'll sell. And then 4 days later, it'll be down another 12 or 15 points. So I've been good, and I've been able to predict when there's going to be a relief day. And I've been able to, I've been trading futures and options, and I've actually been using them kind of crazy. I've been hedging the options with the futures. So if I buy a call, or if I buy a put and it's going up, momentarily, instead of selling my puts, I will just go and buy a call buy a contract in futures, and then hedge it up, and then try to eliminate some of that risk on that put. And then when it gets to where it looks like it's gonna fall, sell it, and then sell another put. And that's how I've just been kind of riding it down. So since I've been doing that the last couple of weeks, it's been working out better. But when I tell you I had puts all the way from 417, I want to say, it got up to like 422, didn't it? I had puts from 417 on down. I sold them at 410. Then I sold from 406 down to 396. Then I sold from 390 down to 383. And then, so you see, had I just held my damn puts, I'd be sitting pretty. But you know, in between there were little bounces and things, and it's hard to hold. Like, it's the volatility. It's great, but I feel like you don't try to ride it. You just get in and out, pick your spots, try not to get ate up. So, but it's definitely, when the market changes again, I think this will be one of the more turbulent periods. And if I can make it through, I'll have this experience to draw on later on. First bear market I've traded. I know that was long-winded. It's like, how is yours going? I was like, hey, let me tell you about my kids. No. uh, yeah, it's weird. It's exciting, but I feel like if I'm having fun, then I'm doing something wrong. Like, some days I'm just having a lot of fun, but I look up and I've only made like $100. Like, you should really focus on making more money when you're having fun. But I think that are we gonna bounce? I don't know. I think we bounced today. I'm positioned for that. As you can see, I'm playing long right now. We just came below this low here. So anyone camping out down here is gone. How many points was that? 34 to 22. So you came pretty good below there. I like nights where we get the move in the night. We get the down move in the night. So that it's kind of rallying by the time I get up and start trading, and then maybe we get the up move, and if it's going to go down again, it'll do it after lunch. But if we get an up move at night, it tends to reverse it during the day, when the open happens. So I like to see the down move at night, like we just did, and then push up, let London open and decide where it's going to go, and then when the US opens, I usually have a pretty good idea of what it wants to do. Yeah, you're right about that. You are right about that. It's giving me what I deserve. Has your trading changed lately? Like, have you had to adjust what you do, or have you just scaled down and pick your spots like I do? Let's move down here. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Why is this VWAP on here like this? What are they intervening for? Oh, you're a shorter naturally, huh? That's very interesting. So I'm not a natural shorter at all. Um, I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't call myself a natural, no. But I never, people just think stocks always go up, and I never got into the market thinking that. So I know that there's a time to short them. And that's when you're looking at it and going, damn, this is really too expensive. Wait like 3 weeks and then short it. um, but I feel like when I'm shorting, I know the move's going to be fast. I know it's going to be quick. So I'm kind of more anxious of, any sign that it's turning around. As when I'm longing, I feel like I have more confidence, like, okay, it's doing what it's supposed to do, which is go up. So I don't know, but Yeah, to be a natural shorter, that's you make a lot of money shorting and you make it quick. And you got to be really good at making those quick decisions though. Unless you're swing shorting, then that's different. You have a little more time. The Illuminati, what's going on, man? You think the market stretched to the downside right now? I don't know. Let's look. Let's look at daily. Let's look at a daily here. Let's undo that. Let's go with a daily on here. And let's go with this. Let's look at the market together. Let's see. Come on, reset. So we're definitely tagging back to these June lows. This is really bearish, this break. And we broke it definitely tonight and closed below it, but we're wicking it right now. So let's see if they defend this area here. Let's see if they defend this area where they bought before. Let's look at the anchored VWAP from here to here. Let's see what the most traded price. Okay, so I just got put into, hold on, let's go back real quick. I just got put into my other contracts. I gotta move that stop to break even. Everything's moving so slow. Okay, so break even for this position, the 15 point is right here. Okay. We're going to make it that way for both of them. We're not going to hold either one of them past that point. If it wants to come back down here, we're not going to hold anyone past that point. We have a new target here. From here to here, we're going to try to get 20 points on this, because it's definitely stretched from where it fell from that triangle, that ascending wedge there. So we're going to try to get 20 points right here. All right. When we get 10 here, we'll move the stop here to break even on both of those contracts. I never got into Minecraft, man. I know a lot of traders that play Minecraft, though. I think it's like a trader's game. I guess you get to be creative and build, kind of like these damn trading view charts. But yeah, I never got into it. I think I was late. I think I was like older by the time it came out, and I was over it. What were we doing? Sorry, we were looking at the daily. Just let this do what it's gonna do. Why would you have two of those? Just take that one out now. What was I getting ready to say? So if we're just looking at the anchored VWAP from when they started buying before, the average price bought and sold is right here. Okay, so anyone that bought past this price here is underwater. Okay, what I like to do also is I like to take the peak, and then I like to come down and see how far it got away on the top side from the average price that it had. That's 321 points. And then we take this and we see how far it's gotten away from the bottom side. Because if the VWAP is literally the average price that everyone paid, it should get a certain distance away in each direction before it's considered overextended, right? And if the bears are stronger, which they really are, because this is a downtrend, we are still in a bear market. Higher high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Well, this took out this, but pretty much equal highs here, and then back down. So we're in a bear market, so we know the bears are stronger. So we would expect this. We would expect this push up here to be weaker than the pushes that the bears could make, because we're in a bear market. That's just how I'm looking at it. So if this was able to push up in a bear market 346 points from the average price, then this should be able to push down at least 500 points from the average price, or 450 or something greater than this. So that's what I'm looking at. We can look at volume profile. Let's see how they've transacted down here. Let's just go up. So look at on this move up. On this move up, had you put us, this would have been a node that it reacted to it, lost it here, came back, sold off on it here. What else we got? Something here, got a little bit there. That could have been a level. This you expected price to move through here really quick, because it moved through it quickly here and here and here. It just moves through this area quick. You guys see that? 4100 to 4020 about. It just moves through that area very quick. Big ranging bars. Did it here, did it here, did it here, did it here, did it back here. It just moves through this area very quick. Right? Look how many times it's moved through that area. But got rejected again up here. That could have been a good short for volume profile traders. Let me look at this move down here. So on the move down, right here we have a node. Looks like they sold here though. Who was able to push that down here? Got this here. So let's look at all this together now. Let's look at all this together and see if there's going to be some areas that we can camp out. Let's go from here to here. The whole profile. So the most traded price is up here. The VWAP sort of agrees. The VWAP is just below, well, it's a daily chart, so it's a lot of variance, but the VWAP is below here by about 40 points, and that's a lot, but it's a daily chart, so these ranges are huge. But this is saying that this is the most traded price, based on, all the prices, and this line is saying this is the average price based on volume and price. So it looks like less was bought up here, because you see this VWAP starts to slope down even as price is above it. You see that? So if price is above it and they're transacting more as it's returning to VWAP should still be sloping up, but instead it's already pushing down. It's already pushing down. VWAP comes down to VWAP, through VWAP, from here. Remember, we're anchoring it from here, so we're anchoring it to the people that started this move. They're important because they decided it was going to stop and reverse, and they've supported it all the way up here. Okay, they supported it here, they supported it here. Okay, what's my profit here? I'm minus $1.25, guys. But anyway, long term, if we're looking at this, comes down, breaks VWAP, comes back up, doesn't get that far away from it. So this was a tell here. It was able to get this far away from it the last time, and then the next time it came up, it was only able to get this far away from it. So if you just look at those side by side, you can see how much it's weakened. And this is just something I do naturally. I don't know if you guys look at some of the stuff I do and like, this guy's fucking crazy. But you know, I'm a creative person. I think most traders are. And I like to visualize things. I'm very visual, which is why I make videos and I don't do podcasts. But you can see how much bigger, how much more strength they had here versus here. And then when they returned to it, they were able to get, the bears were able to get much further away from it. Okay. And the same thing here, you can do that all the way up. So before they were able to get this far away from it. And then they were able to get this far away. And then they were able to get this far away. And then they were able to get this far away. So they're getting further and further away. So you look at all those and you put them all together. And you can just do this real quick in your mind. But you can see the strength building. You see it getting more and more. And then less and less. That they're able to push it above. I'm going to go back to 3 minutes. So I'd say, getting back to what you were saying, Raja, I'd say that due to the current volatility, that it's not stretched enough. I think this push up made it worse. Because, I mean, I can't... What's interesting to me right now is that you're at the bottom of this low here. Okay, you're where the most stops are probably in this whole area. And if we take this back here, we can just see where the most volume was traded. Let's bring it back. Let's see if we can get some... I don't want to close that order out. Get out of the way. Oh, it won't move. Oh, come on. Can I pull it back? Oh, boy. Let's see if I can move it back. There we go. Everything's going so slow. I got 3 monitors running this thing. Let's just go from here to here. So this was the most traded price for a little bit, and then it came up here. So this is the third highest node right here. So you had a bunch of orders go in here, and when you broke from here to here, really, from here in this box, you hit more stops probably than you hit all the way up here, because these people were weak. They were weak because they started the move later than the people that said, okay, enough is enough, I'm gonna buy right now. These people that jumped on, there's some strong traders in here, but they're mostly weak, because if they were strong, they would have initiated the move. They would have had enough money to stop the down movement and create a base and then rally from that base, which is what they did. So as it's coming down and hitting these areas, you're taking out strong bears. So when the strong bears give up, which is what I want to see, or strong bulls, I'm sorry, when the strong bulls give up, I want to see this really go down. But right now it looks like they're defending it. We're down 24 points. We were up 24 points earlier. So I mean, it's a battle going on out here. But I expect it to get more overextended to the downside. I expect more downside before a lot of upside. But the bears have already exerted enough energy taking it from the top back down. Now they're going to meet the strong bulls, and depending on how strong the bulls are, or how they can convince the bears that the price that they're not going to get lower prices, they'll stop selling, and then you'll see that rollover like we had in June, and then you'll go back up until you see that gradually start over again. But a good way to see that day to day is just looking at the VWAPs, looking at the profiles, how they move around, how they come down. Like if you have a profile that's, I'm not going to bring up the whole thing, but let's say you have a profile like this, okay, and you've got 70% of your volume here and here, and you've got the value area high here, okay. So price maybe did something like this. Something like this. And then maybe at the last minute climb down here into the value area low of the day. Okay. But so this is the value area low, but your POC is right here. Okay. The most traded price of the day. So this is the most traded price of the day. What went in here? Well, it had to be mostly sell orders. So this would be a sell level, right? So if you open up below this sell level, okay, all these sellers are still in profit, and you open up, say, here the next day, or say you open up, say you gap up, you open up here, and then you push into this level, and then you fall away. Well, that's an automatic short for me, because this is what happened last time at this level. It's happening again. If it happens, if it gaps up and trades up, same thing. If it rejects it, okay, cool. And the best one is if it gaps down and then gaps back up about halfway to this value area low and sells off. That's even better, because not only is this probably a retracement of some sort of this move, but you're already showing that this value area low, okay, the value area low, oh, I put high, the value area low here on this candle, you're showing that they opened up below all the prices yesterday. So everyone that sold yesterday, they're in profit. They're in nice profits down here. Okay, they don't decide to buy anymore. Maybe they cover here and people start to buy. But when it gets to this area here, they're so urgent to sell that they don't even wait for it to come back here, and they start selling again right here. And then it sells off again. So if you're looking at the profiles, that's still my favorite way to do it, because I have a story and I love to trade with a story. Like I love to say, okay, these strong, like I just gave you guys, these strong bulls down here started the move when they were taken out, da 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 da. I like to start a story. Even if my story is completely wrong, it gives me confidence to follow my trades, because not every story is going to be wrong. And if you start, figuring out what you did wrong or what you thought wrong, you can fix and clean up your story. So the next time it happens, you're probably more right this time. But I like to trade around a story. I'm a storyteller. I like to, you see my videos are like 80 minutes long, right? So I like to storytell. I like to say the same thing in different ways, because I'm looking at it at different angles. I want to get rid of some of this. Let me go to my object manager and get rid of some of this. It's looking real cluttered here. Yeah, just want to say appreciate the content you put out. Was the next step of my learning curve and mind opening as fuck. Glad I discovered your stuff. Hey, thanks. Thanks, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Raja. I'm glad you love my videos. You've been like a day one. Well, this trade's just been kind of back and forth. Let's look at the price action here. I have the 30-second chart here also. It's usually the 15-second. I know you guys are like 15-second, just use a tick chart, Jesus. But once again, I've talked about this, the platform is, if the platform is what you're used to, it's kind of like having an edge, because you don't have to worry about how you're charting when you're charting. You don't have to worry about where this tool is and how to use it. You're not using resources in your mind that you need for trading to figure out the charting platform. So I'm used to this. And really, whenever I stray away from it, I don't have very good results, I've noticed. We got a little bit of a head and shoulder, complex head and shoulder going on here. This was one here, broke but came back in. And then it looks like you had another one here. Oh, this shoulder's a little bit higher. But this could count as a complex head and shoulder, showing that it's going down. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that stop. If I lose it, I've lost another 10 points. So I showed this earlier. I don't know who was here when I showed it, but I said if you wanted to use it, let me know. Where did the thing go? Oh, I deleted everything. Okay. This is kind of like my risk calculator, I guess. Futures. I put up here what I have to risk as far as dollar amount, and then it gives me so many points. And then I put in here how many trades that I can take based on the point stop that I have. So let's do that, because this is where I'm at right now. It looks like I got stopped out. Did I get stopped out? No, I'm still in it. Minus $16. So let's do this one. Let's say that I want to risk $500 a day. Okay. This is how I can allocate it. Okay, I can have, if I need a 10-point stop, a 15-point stop, or a 20-point stop. I can have one 20-point stop. I can have two 15-point stops, and five. I can have five 10-point stops. So I would obviously use these two, because you're never going to get the perfect entry, right? So if you give yourself some wiggle room on the downside, to kind of scale in and out, and that's why I like micros, because they're perfect for scaling. But if you can give yourself some wiggle room, 15, 20 points down, you're in one, but then 10 points down, you add on another one. Or on the way up, you're giving yourself, you say after 10 points up, I'm going to add one, but I'm only going to let that one go for 10 points. Like, I'm not just going to let it go, all the way past this. But you're in control here. Just, you do it the way you want to do it. But this gives you an idea of what your trades can look like. So if you got a couple that you really believe in and you think they're going to go, maybe take out your contracts there and have two 20-point stops and then three 10-point stops for your add-ons. And then maybe here, you just got more to play with before you're out of your 500. So I use this, and that's what you see these little boxes on my chart for that say 20 points, 15 points. They're telling me when I put them on something where the stop should be. You see this stop is at 5 points because I've got two contracts, and when it comes down I will have lost 10 points. So understand the narrative before I even place a trade. You can understand fake levels and breaks better that way, I find. Yeah, I agree. I find it very hard to trade without some type of story. Now, it's very clear when the story's not going your way at all. But like you said, you got to get better at telling a story. It's just like that in poker too. Everybody's equating poker to trading these days, and I play poker and I'm pretty good at it. But it's like anything. When I don't go and play poker for like a while, like a couple months, and I just try to sit down on $200, and I get killed like the first couple times. I just get destroyed because people that play every day, they never lost their edge, and I'm just jumping back in thinking I can beat them. But if I say, okay, I'm gonna do $1,000 and I'm gonna play 3 times for the next couple weeks, man, by that third week, it's like riding a bike. I'm walking in with 200, walking out with 1,300, walking in with 200, walking out with 900, like over and over again. I just get on fire. And then I get sloppy and overconfident and cocky, and then I give back about 20% of it, and then I don't go for a few months, So it's kind of like it's kind of like poker in the way that you hold on, sorry. It's kind of like poker in the way that you have to manage your risk. You know, when you're not doing so good, when you're not trading, the best thing you can do is scale back. If you're usually a 4 lot trader, trade 2 lots. You know, what I do is if I'm having multiple losing days, I cut my size every day by my maximum size that day before. I cut it in half. So if I got up to 5 contracts the day before and I had a terrible day, up to my loss limit, I'll do 2. And then if I have 2 contracts and I still lose, I'll go down to 1. And if you just keep doing that on down through, I don't think I've ever gotten down to the micro size. I think when I get to 1 contract, I'm pretty good at managing with 1, and then you just scale up from there. But when you're in a hand, you have a good hand in poker, you push it. You bet more. You devise better schemes when you have good hands, because good hands are easy to play in poker. If I look down and I've got 2 aces, I don't have to think about anything that you're doing. All I have to think about is how to extract the maximum amount of money from you with these 2 cards, because I know I have the best hand right now. Now you could catch up, but right now I have the best hand, so I'm not worried about anything but how do I get the most money from you. Is he an aggressive player? If I just call, is he going to raise me? Is he going to bet the pot up in the beginning of the hand? Or is he one of those types of players that's just going to, if I call, he's going to call and try to trap me? Well, I'm not going to give him a free call, because I'm going to give him a free chance to beat me, so I have to bet. And maybe he'll see my bet as aggression and come over the top, or maybe he'll think I'm full of shit and, play back at me, and then I'll get some more money that way. But if he has position on me, I'm definitely going to put him in a position where he has to bet to win. Like, I'm not going to go away unless he bets. So it's kind of like that. Like, it's really nuanced, and it's kind of like that with trading, because, the market's random, but it always has a sentiment. It's either bearish, it's bullish, or it doesn't care. And you have to be able to sniff those out pretty quick. But I find the best way to do it is just to put a small position on. Just put a small position in the direction that you're most confident in, and just see what it does. You might get stopped out on it, or it might go into your favor. But either way, I find that as soon as you put a position on, you have like instant information. It's like you can't even think about it until you can't even play the game until you have something at stake. So I just throw a micro on. If I think it's going up, I'll buy a micro, and it might shoot up 20 points right there and give me $100 for the day. Well, now I got a cushion for my next set of trades. So you have to be able to adjust as the market adjusts, because it's not something that's going to work all the time the way you think. And that's why I use a bunch of different techniques. You don't ever see me trading pretty much the same way, because the market doesn't always trade the same way. Thoughts on natural gas? What's that ticker symbol? I hope you didn't mean like geopolitical thoughts, because I don't know shit about that. I hope you're not like, oh, Ukraine's gonna... No, I don't know. I don't know that way, but I can look at a chart and tell you what I think. So let's take this move from the bottom to the top. Let's see where we're at with 50%. So look at this. If you've got premium here, or you've got discount here, you're buying here, and you've got premium here, this is a discount for the sellers. So they should be selling aggressively into this, because right now they're getting the best price that they're ever going to get, okay, if they want to sell short. As they begin to sell short, they're going to enter into buying territory. The buyers here, if they're going to defend and if they want to reload, or anyone that wants to get on that missed it, they should be buying in this area. So you have to look at it very closely when you get around this area, because the activity that they're showing you is showing you bias right here. Because if the sentiment is to keep going up, okay, the sentiment is to keep going up, while their sentiment is to push it down and it continues to go up, they're lazy and they're more active, at least right now. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at that. Let's see. NG, natural gas. Okay, let's start at the daily here. Let's blow it up. Well, natural gas seems to be following the regular market. Who knew? So it kind of looks like, I mean, it's in an, I guess it's not coming from up here, but these last two peaks look identical. Let's look at the anchored VWAP from the start of the move. You do have a nasty head and shoulder here. Well, not nasty for you, Raja. You're a shorter, so it's probably perfect for you. That's already playing out, though. Yeah, that's already played out pretty much, the head and shoulder pattern. So you got the head and shoulder. What else you got? Anchor it right there. If we look at distance away, like we were talking about earlier, you got this. Got $1.88 away. And this one is $1.60 away. How far was it able to get away from it over here? From here to here. Got about 212 away there. Sold a strangle, okay. I mean, you're really bullish. You're bullish until this. I mean, you're short-term bearish right now. You came up, put in a high, a lower high from here, then you put in a higher high, and then you broke down. So this, like I said, this has played out. This right here has played out already. To the downside, that head and shoulder. Let's look at a profile of it. Let's see what it looks like. PLC is going to be around here. No, it's up here. Okay. So you can look at this one or two ways here. You've got a node up here where not a lot of trading happened. So up here, either buyers refused to buy, so sellers couldn't sell because there needs to be both of them up here, and it just fell away. Okay. Or there was so much selling so fast that the buyers were overwhelmed and they were pushed down. We don't really care which one it was. But now you have this node up here, and the most traded price is at the top of the day, or at the top of the range. Man, this would have been a great short. I wonder how this looked. I wonder how this looked right here. Yeah, still at the top. So this would have been a fantastic short had we seen it. You had this whole move up, and then at the top of the move, they're putting in heavy volume on this. Heavy volume, and then you know that up here they refused to trade before. So you put your stop here, put your stop up here, got in here, sold right off. But what's next? Let's see what I think is next here. Let's look at this move down. Okay, so we're filling in this area here. That's surprising that this move down is the most. That's why I put these on. You can look at this, you can look at price and no price action, but the only thing that matters is price, guys. What are people paying and what are they refusing to pay? That's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. The manipulation is going to happen, and you got to know how to, not be tricked out of that. But if you have a story or a narrative, you really get an idea of what price wants to do. So yeah, this would be a key level, Raj, for me. This area right here would be a key level. If it comes up here and starts rejecting, I think you go back down, you get a leg down. Let's look at the retracement of it. Let's look at it and see if it's... Yeah, and you're in a premium too. So, I mean, ideally you want to sell in this zone. This is where you want to be seller right here. If it comes back up. You're in a premium, somewhat of a premium. It's maybe only 60% but you're definitely not in a discount, so you can safely sell up here. And this is also a fair value gap. Been trading a lot of those lately. Those are fun. It's fun to see those play out. The ICT fair value gaps. It's fun to see those play out. Well, it looks like it filled it in here though. But yeah, I've been trading fair value gaps a lot lately. But yeah, premium right here. And the better you can sell in here, the more, because you know what's up here. More sellers. So people say the POCs act like magnets, right? We know that the most traded price is up here. Okay, we know this is where a lot of volume went into the market. So if they're like magnets, if you're being pulled in closer and closer, you should be encountering more and more sellers the closer you get. Okay? So if it comes back all the way back to here, this would also be a short. So maybe put a thing here, thing here. Maybe that's your stop, like out of here, and then if it wants to push up, go in here. But I wouldn't long this market for nothing in the world. I wouldn't long it for sure. But yeah, this would be your level here that you could go short. I don't know what these tick values are. Okay, so you're thinking it's going to go up to 8. Yeah, I think it will too. I don't know the tick values on natural gas. I might look into that. But yeah, this would have been a great head and shoulder. Played out perfectly. Yep. This looks like a crown. I always feel like a king when I find one and it works. One tick is $10. Okay. Damn. Interesting. Who do you trade that through? Anybody else got any charts they want to look at while I'm losing this trade that I'm in? Well, I don't know if I'm losing it. Let's go back. Uh-oh. Not looking good, whatever it is. I'm up $13. Yay. Ooh. Alright, what are we doing here in relation to this sucker here? We just had a head and shoulder play out on our chart too, over here. Oh, tasty works. Okay. Broken above the shoulder here and then came back down. So we have really equal highs here. If you guys are looking at this on the 15 second right here, we have equal highs here. Basically this high, they're pretty much all equal highs. So there's an incentive to want to come up here, okay? Because if you want to go down some more, you're going to come up here and trigger these sell stops and try to get into sell orders at higher prices. I can't see them breaking this here. I can't see them breaking this after coming to break this and then taking this out. But we'll see. I could be wrong. But I think we come down to just about right here, and then we go back up and take out this group, and this group of sellers. That's my plan for this. And I think up there is 10 points at least. Well, it's going to go further than that. I got this here. Yeah, about 10 points I think it's going to go. Let's clear these up. There's a lot going on. That's a lot going on. Okay, let's put another $10 box here. I wish it'd save the actual configuration of the box too. That would be dope. But that's okay. I'll reset them. No big deal. Can't see me taking too many more 20-point trades. I don't have that much conviction or time to do that, so we're just going to stick with normal. And that was a weird way to do that. Just going to stick with these parameters here. We've got a stop that was, we bought it here and we given it 10 points, and we bought the other one down here and we're giving it 10 points. So together we've got 5 points of risk on with this. So if it falls 2 contracts, I'm going to get out here. If it falls through here, we're going to wait 15 points. See why I do this? We're going to wait 15 points, copy, see how it's looking. We'll have this on here though. Maybe we'll buy it and give it another 10-point stop. This is going to reverse. I don't think this is going to just trade down all night, unless the market's going to crash tomorrow. But I'm not betting on a crash. I think there's too much economy, strengthen the economy for that. But I mean, it's going to happen when everyone least expects it. So we're moving back into a small profit here. Put this on the end here. I'm at 20 points. The 5 and the 10. 5 and the 15. Let's look at this move down here, from here to here. Let's go from here to here. I've got the hour chart also on my next screen. I forgot to mention it to you guys. I'm looking at it. I might as well talk about it. Let's bring it over here. It's over on the next screen, but this is what I'm looking at on the hourly. This is the start of a new order block right here. Okay, in my opinion. And as long as we can stay in the upper half of this, as long as we don't dip, more than say the 60%, I'm pretty confident that we're going to continue up into the morning. So that's what I got going on over there on the hour chart. That's what I'm looking at for long-term bias. But for short term, let's look at some levels that could mess with price here. This is a nice level here. And I really like the level above it because it's like a flip. You guys see that? It came down, it was support. Then it came through it, resistance, resistance, and then pulled away. So if they want to reach for all of this right here, which I think they do, this is going to help them do that. So does my 15-point stop make sense? I think it does, and I actually think I could get another one off of here. A 50-point overnight move. I mean, it's possible. I made $1,000 last night sitting right here. From what was it, 4 to 5? Made $1,000 just trading what I saw. Yeah, I think we're gonna hop up there tomorrow. I've got a Netflix call that I held through the day. It was in pretty good profit too. I was up like $160, I think, at one point, and then it came all the way back down to negative 200. I was like, son of a bitch. But it's for the 14th of October, so I've got quite a while before I have to make a decision on that. So I'm thinking it'll pop up there and give me another chance to make a decision. But if I'm looking at the daily, let's look at the daily here. Look at the daily chart here. I'm going to try to keep this one clean because this covers the whole chart when I go back down. Yeah, you've got to level up here. A level up here. Volume just dried up here. So the only thing that's really concerning is that this node here, is that a lot of volume went into it, and this is below it. That means there was a battle here, and the sellers or the buyers have actually already lost. But let's go up here because that could be, yeah, it's still a pretty good node here too. So the fact that there's been a battle here already and they're below it instead of above it is concerning. You gotta tell me nothing there. But it's pretty much extended from all the VWAPs. So if it does drop lower, I can't see it doing like another 100 points or something stupid like that. I think it'll maybe drop another 30, 40. Make sure there's nothing resting below here. And then it'll go back up and sell those to whoever is above here and here. And then pull off again. Do something like this. Back down. That's what we're gonna forecast. Take a screenshot of it, guys. I just gave you the market perspective back all the way. Let's see if it does that. I'm gonna take a. Well, I'll have the video up. We're gonna see. That's what we think's gonna happen, right? Take out this liquidity here and then come back down. Watch I be spot on, guys, and not make a dime. Watch, watch I tell you every single gyration and not make a fucking dime from here until the end of the year. Yeah, SPY got me today. I bought a call, like I said, it was going up, and I was in a higher time frame bias long trade, and then it just fell out, and I had to nibble on the short side to make up some money for my call falling, because I didn't want to sell it. Because as soon as you sell it, I've been hedging a lot lately. I've been buying a option contract and then hedging it with a futures one. So if it's going up and it's, you know, a 50 delta, 50 to 45 delta, you buy one MES contract and that's 50 shares of SPY. So as SPY drops $1, you're going to make $50, which is, you know, 10 points on here. So I think it just crossed some kind of moving average. That spike squeaked at me. Okay, let's give this one not even that much of a stop. Let's give it, this is dangerous. Let's just get out of it. Let's sell it back. Okay, and then we'll turn this into one. Just reduce some risk there. Save those 5 points. So I like the 5 point. I did the 5 point stop. I lost 20 points. I lost 2 15 points. And if this goes down, I'll lose 10 points. So that'll be where I'm at for the day on that. And then I guess tomorrow I'll try to do better. So now that that happened to me, I'm only interested in adding on lower. Got this going here. Do I ever ES? Yes. I don't like to though, because I think it puts me behind for the next day. So when the day ends at 3 and it rolls over at night, that's a new trading day for me. So that's how I'm going to calculate whether I'm up or down. So if I get into any trades overnight, it's typically the MES, so that I can get a cushion for my day trading when there's going to be more moves. If I can get a really good move in the MES overnight, you know, I just need 3 contracts, 20 points, you know, that's $300 right there. I don't even have to trade the next day. I can just chill out and just kind of watch and wait. But if I can get up, say 100, 120, then I can go for a $800 or $900 day with ES, because I'll have a little bit more of a cushion, some points to play with. So I always, whether I'm starting trading in the day or whether I'm trading at night, I always start with MES, because it's so much easier to scale. I can, I can buy 5, and if it goes against me, buy 5, buy 2, buy 3. I can really control my risk a lot better. With ES, you're just in or you're out. You got 10 contracts or you don't, or 10, micros or you don't. So when I only put that on when the move is well underway and it's, I'm pretty damn near confident it's going down. And I have a higher win rate on my ES trades than I do on my MES trades, obviously, because I'm scaling in and out. But I'm winning like 80% of my ES trades. So if 1 in every 5 I'm losing, it's very easy to control risk on the other 4 and collect those profits when they go your way. But my MES, I'm like maybe 48%, something like that. I think I'm a little under 50. But with my ES trades, I am about 80%. Whenever I put them on, I win 80% of the time, and that's usually because I'm super sure the market's going to go this way, and I'm ready to trade a little bigger. But yeah, hope that answered your question. Sitting here drinking some wine. As an adult, I drink a lot of wine, and I just chill out. When I drink wine. And it makes me wonder, if our parents had access to wine, why were they ever upset about anything? Like, you could drink wine. Why are you mad? Okay, I got into a fight at school, but you can drink wine. Like, come on. Put a like on this video for me, guys, if you're still watching, if you can hear me. I'd appreciate a like. Anybody got any other charts you want to look at? I'm curious to see what you guys are trading out there. You got kind of symmetrical triangle happening here. Some symmetrical triangle action here. DXY. DXY. Oh, this is trading now, huh? Look at that dollar. Man, this dollar's strong. it's getting more expensive to hold dollars. Is that what's happening? Am I thinking of this right? This is our currency. It's not versus another currency though. It's just I can't get no VWAP. Ain't no volume in this. What are we gonna do? What type of chart did you send me to, Rush? What type of chart is this? I guess here you just look at levels for real. Look at trend lines. Same thing when I was talking about earlier about bouncing around. You can do the same thing with a trend line. It doesn't have to be VWAP to gauge the strength. How far was it able to get away from the trend line before it came back? And it'll tell you how healthy it is. So it looks like this is the furthest it's been away from this trend line. Look at that. Look at all that. So, I mean, I think you can expect this to come back down. It's the most extended it's ever been, and it's literally the most extended it's ever been and the furthest away and the most up that it's been. So if you think about it that way, each time this pushed up, this move was further away than this push up, and it was a larger move. So it's almost like you got two of these because you started here. So it's almost like it was that. Because you started here, like for instance, let's look at this. This one is this one here. Agreed? That one's that one right there. So if we started up, okay, and then you pushed again, you push from this spot here and pushed up again. So this, what the hell? What just happened? I must have been showing you trade secrets, y'all. They cut me off. DXY. I don't know what just happened. I don't even know where I'm at in this trade, but my stops are in. But anyway, you see what I'm talking about. This here is pushed away from here. And so this is this plus this. So this is this plus this. And if you look at the other one, that I got from here, pushing this away up here. So that's this plus this. So anyway, just a way to look at the volatility of it. This is definitely ready for a pullback. Just the probability that it's going to pull back is higher than that it's going to make another one of these leaps, because it's really making a leap like this. It's really adding all that energy to this. So the chances that it's going to go much further, maybe even like this, make that, you know, is much lower than it coming back down. The question is, what you peg it against. Let's look at the Japanese yen. Let's look at the euro. Let's look at its favorite buddy. What's the euro? What's that one? Euro futures, I guess. What the hell is this? Euro and the USD. You can tell I don't trade futures. US dollar, euro. Or I don't trade forex, not futures. Come on, what's the issue? They ain't gonna let me do it. Okay, let's try it again. USD. I haven't been stopped out of this trade. It hasn't popped up yet that I'm out, so I think I'm still in it. US dollar versus the euro. Wow, that's a nice move up though. It's a really nice move up. Doesn't even have a 15-second chart. That's funny. I know there's no centralized volume on the euro or on currencies. I don't know if I can trust this. Man, that broke out from a big base. It's a nice base. Consolidated a long time and broke out. That's nice. Never came back either. September. Let's look at a weekly chart. Be short this. I will be short this currency pair. Not knowing anything about anything. Not knowing anything about the euro or why the dollar's stronger or anything. I would just short it. So how is the Bank of England getting involved in this going to affect it? What are they going to do? Huh. Okay. Now they are a Bank of England, but I don't know. I mean, are people really going to? Like, does that really send a signal that that's going to be a sustained move? Like, are they going to commit to keeping the market up? You know, keeping the euro strong? Hmm. Yeah. So the bank's propping up their currency. Like Jay Powell propped up everything here. He propped up the house, the market, the donut maker stand. He propped up everything. Interesting. Well, now you got me interested in this trade because this is already overextended. I mean, without their intervention. So if you get up here and now you have this inflection point where you have things happening anyway, you might get enough to get it back down to parity, you know? Get it back down there at least. I wonder is there a way to play this on the options on Robinhood? Oh, okay. Oh, I can trade it too with Top Step. Look at that. They got buttons here. You know what I don't like about Top Step? That's what I don't like about them. They make you follow the scaling plan inside of the secret step 2 or step 3. So you have to make so much before you get an extra contract. So you either have to put, this is their logic, you either have to, you're in the last step of getting a contract or getting an account. You either have to risk 10 minis or 10 micros in a mini contract, or you can risk 2 micros and you have to make $3,000 with 2 micros. I mean, you have to make $1,000 to get your other contract. I think that's the dumbest freaking thing, and it drives me nuts. Because I know you want to see me, can I scale up this account? But I've also made $9,000 once, and then I made $9,000 a second time. Like, why are you not giving me all my contracts at once? At least give me 5 micros. So it's a little annoying, but this will be the last one that I try with them. Either I'm gonna get in there and get it done, or it's gonna be so long. Because I'd rather trade my own account than do all their stupid rules for basically a $3,000 account, basically, because you can't lose more than this a day, and with a discount broker, you really have that anyway, you know. $500, $600 for a E-mini, $3,000, you can trade 5 of them. So, but yeah, off my rant. But this here, so this is the micro euro USD. Is there micro USD euro? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I would just buy this one, right? So I don't know what signal that sends, though, that the bank has to step in. I don't know what signal that sends to the market. I think if you know the bank's buying, you sell even more. But is it a situation where you don't fight the bank? Is that like a saying over there? Like, don't fight the Fed? They say don't fight the Fed if they're raising rates, just go with what they're doing. Is it a don't fight the Bank of England type of mentality? Because I mean, they have, I don't know if they have unlimited money to print or to buy, but if they're buying euros, I mean, they're not gonna stop. They shouldn't stop. I should say they shouldn't stop buying until the job is done. GDP, GPD. What is that? What's GPD? I don't even know that currency. Great British Pound, is that what this is? This drop right here. Oh, okay. They're in trouble then. Damn. What are they doing over there? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We're having a GameStop on a currency. A meme currency, that's funny. Go back to the MES before I'm trading one of these contracts. Well, it looks like I'm still down in this. I'm only down $5. This is a pitiful trade I've been in this whole stream here. Just pitiful. Pitiful, pitiful. So it broke back out again. Made it halfway there. Couldn't go any further. I think I'm in the right direction though. We broke out the top of this triangle. We tested this area here. Looks like they're buying before the test even. Let's buy one more here. Let's put that stop below here. Okay, this is 10. This is 10 points here. And we'll make them both. We'll make them both out at that spot. And we'll just be done for the night. Yeah, I didn't read that. I imagine in currencies that there's a lot of room for creativity. I think I would enjoy it a lot. Just to, you know, like we talk about telling stories, like you could just narrate what they're going to go through. But it's like that with everything, like energy, corn, wood, you know. You can do it with a lot of different stuff. But I think in currencies, you can really put together some stories about why you think that your trades are going to work out and really have conviction on those trades if you knew, you know, what was going on in other countries. This is going to be more like a clone. More like a 8-point stop maybe. 37 to 30, a 7-point stop. More like a 7-point stop on that. That would be crazy. Do 15 points there. So it'll be about 7 points. Times 2. No, if we add this, we don't want to risk that much. Why don't we add it halfway down here? But we don't expect it to go down there. It doesn't matter what risk we want. We want it to go right here. That's where we expect it to go. And we can put the 10-point risk on it. So you should be out there. Yeah, because if you're going to come down here, you're going to come down there. Okay, so I put this shit on here. I got a 10 and a 15 now. I've already lost a 5. So I got a 10 and a 15 and a 15. So I got 2 15s. I've lost 5. I got a 10 risk on here and I got a 15 risk on here. That's 2 15s. So I go to 4. I'll be at 450 if none of this goes my way. This comes down, tags me in, and sells off 10 points. That's my 10. Plus the 5 I've already lost from here to here. So that's 15, and then this is 15 for this. So I'm at 450 risk on all of this, and then tomorrow I have to dig myself out of this crazy step 3 hole, which I really don't care if I do or not, I guess. Let's go back to trade my own money. But if this would retest here and shoot out, that would be perfect. You do have liquidity underneath here, and you have a fair value gap here. That actually concerns me. You got a fair value gap right here. I want to come and fill this in. I mean, it wouldn't knock me out if it did, but then I could probably get a better buy. Would it want to come and fill this in? Let's say it does. Let's try to get a better buy. Let's go from here to here, and we'll have this 10-point loss here. So I have a 15-point loss and a 10-point loss. So a 15 and a 10. So only one of these, a 3 and then a 1. No, a 3 and a 2, because there's already 1 there. So we'll be at a 425 loss if none of this works out. This comes down here. Got a 35-point loss built into this trade right now. If it comes and fills this fair value gap, it'll be well above all of these. So unless it's going to come below here and sell off, I should still be okay. I should be in the money. And then if I'm in the money, I can take this all the way up from here. My average will be right here. And I can take this all the way up from here to here. And then most likely from here to here too. Yeah, I could probably get 30 points out of this. So I would then set a sell order up here. I rejected one of my sell orders. What the hell? Did it fall down and get me? Oh no, they got me. I did it wrong. Oh Lord. Let's sell it back. That's gonna mess up my risk management. Create limit order. Buy on stop. 1. Supposed to be buying at 331.32.25. Yes. I'm confused why this isn't working. Whatever. Let's do it the way I was doing it. This is stupid. So you did test. But if you come to fill this fair value gap, I need something there. So what is this now? Is this 15? You're going to have 15 there. Then you're going to wait 5 points. Yeah, you're going to wait 5 points. And you're going to buy one there. Put a stop right below there. So you've got a 10 and a 15. You already calculated that. Okay. To 15, bitch. What is this morphing into a wedge? No. what should I do, guys? Should I get into my second contract right now? Doesn't look like it's gonna dip. Should I just bite the bullet and get into a second contract and hold them both for 10 points down? Will 10 points down get me there, though? That's the question. If they come and take out this fair value gap. No, I think they're coming to do it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it right there. I think they're going to come take out this gap and head on up. Chips? Your kettle corn. Where you at? There's YouTube channels where people just go to see other people eat, like crunch and chew on things. Are you kidding me? This isn't one of those channels, so I'm gonna mute my mic while I eat these kettle chips.